Guys, Southeast Softwash, it is Monday the 10th, and we've got a major change for the way that we do business and the way that we're going to help you guys going forward. So we're approaching the 1,000th piece of equipment that we have built that's out there in the field, and along with that comes a lot of troubleshooting phone calls. So over the weekend, Friday night, we stayed up here till about midnight, and we shot a bunch of small clips of the troubleshooting stuff that'll get you guys back up and running. These will apply not only to our systems, but a lot of other systems. And even if you built something yourself, a lot of this stuff will be cross-compatible. And so we added a tab to the website called Tech Support. And if you'll go to that tab, if you've got a problem, it'll walk you through what you need to try to start looking at to fix those issues. The reason we're doing that, and I know this is not going to go over well, and I hate it that it's going to be this way, but this is how we have to do business because we're just not able to keep on answering the phone every time it rings. There's a benefit to the customer. They can access those videos anytime, 24/7, nights, weekends. We don't have to be here at the shop. Number two, we know that everything you're going to call about is on those videos. And how do we know that?
Because we get them all the time. We know the systems, and the same phone calls come through every day.
Every day.
It's the exact same question. So, like I said, anything that you're looking for, any issues you're having is going to be on one of those videos.
It's going to be on there. There's short clips. There's about 8 or 9. We're probably going to put up 1 or 2 more short videos. Guys, there's not that many things that can go wrong. If it can go wrong, we've seen it already at this point. So it's going to be addressed in those videos. Watch the video, implement, get yourself back up and running. Now, having said that, at the bottom of that page, if you still can't figure it out or you think it's something else going on, you can submit a ticket, which will pop up. We've got some new software that's going to run an open ticket for us to look at. We'll get in touch with you as soon as we can. We're going to try to do that every day. We want to get you guys back up and running. That's part of the process here. We're known for excellent customer service. I've literally drove across the country multiple times and fixed stuff for people that some of it was silly, some of it was legit, but we can't do that all the time. Neither can this guy answer literally, I'm talking over 100 phone calls a week, and it's the same phone call all the time. So we've also changed our, when you call the shop, 334-863-0084, we changed that directory there, the automated receptionist, and we just had a guy not do what we told him to do on that automated receptionist. So not picking on him, he's just one of many, and this is what's going to happen. I'm going to predict the future. Are you ready? They're going to think they're special. You're not special, okay? Just because you bought a system from us, you are not special. You get no cookies. So he called, he didn't listen, he got to Ashley. Spin around and show the Ashley. Ashley has nothing to do with tech support. So here's what you're going to do is you're going to say, I don't care about that. I want somebody to help me. We're not going to do it. We're going to hang up on you. And then you're going to go watch the videos, and then you're going to fix your problem. So that particular scenario, again, not picking on this guy. This is just how it's going to be. He called, got to Ashley. Ashley comes and gets me. I don't know what to tell him. You know, he's not doing the thing. Hey, my batteries are dead. I was out there working it, and it just stopped spraying good. I think my batteries are dead. What it wound up being, Dustin?
He had an empty tank.
I crap you negative. He had an empty soap tank, okay? Didn't check his lines, ran the soap out of the soap tank halfway through a job, okay, which means the pump lost performance because it's sucking air. And so in his mind, the pump ain't running right. My batteries, he don't know, okay? A lot of you guys don't understand this stuff. And so he goes instantly to my batteries are dead. And then I spend 10 minutes of my time saying you should watch the video. We're implementing this. Not a battery problem, okay? Literally an empty tank. And so guys, imagine being in our shoes when you're cranking out systems every week. Guys refuse to look at. Had a guy this morning call. What happened?
What was his?
Spraying,
and it
stopped.
And instead of him even checking anything, as soon as that happened, he picks up the phone and calls and wants to know what's going on.
We don't know what's going on.
He hasn't looked at the system. He hasn't checked fuses. He hasn't done anything.
Ain't checked nothing.
So his ended up being a blown fuse, but he hasn't even looked at it.
Never checked it.
I mean, he's walking back to the truck calling, you know, before he looks at it.
He's calling as he's walking back to the truck because it stopped working. We're not here for that, okay? We're here for customer support once you've done your due diligence. If you call me with an empty soap tank, you're taking 10 minutes of my time, and I'm very expensive. I'm a very expensive dude to talk to because we're very busy. We're very, very busy in the shop. So it's not that we don't want to help. This is just the best way we can help. It's going to weed out 90% of the stuff. I know you don't want to watch the video. I can't help it. You're going to have to. There's literally nothing else we can tell you over the phone that we can't tell you in video, right? It's the same stuff. Another example, a guy with a trailer down in Louisiana. He was having some issues. He thought he had a bad pump. He ordered a new pump, put that pump on. That pump wouldn't work either. We're going into all this electrical trying to fix all this stuff, and you know what it wound up being? One of his helpers had rolled the hose reel up backwards and put a 100% kink in the hose reel where the hose goes into the reel. So the pump was doing everything. It was primed up, ready to go. It had pressurized up to that initial point of the hose. Nothing wrong with the first pump. No, he'd spent all this time. Not his fault, okay? I get it. You don't know. You got to know. You got to start learning this stuff. So those videos are there to help you as well as to help us. Again, if you can't get it fixed, submit a ticket. Don't call. Don't call and talk to Ashley. Don't call and talk to Sean. For God's sake, don't call and talk to my wife. They can't help you no way. I'm going to ban Ashley from coming out here and saying Ashley's famous words, this guy has an issue. We don't care. Go fix it. If you can't get it fixed, and this comes from a good place. It's not that we don't want to help you, okay? I know how it is. You want to be able to call and get an American-speaking dude to sit there and walk you through your scenario. Out of the hundreds, I mean thousands of phone calls that we've had, we've only ever had maybe a dozen that were legitimately something funky going on, and we're like, oh, this is weird, try this. And that's what it was. So 99.999% of the time, it's going to be something solvable, something you can fix. It's probably not even something broke, okay? It's something that you're doing weird. Get back up and running. Okay, that's how we're going to have to do it going forward. We just cannot stop. I think it was last Tuesday. How many phone calls did you have? Whatever that bad day was.
I had right at close to 20.
20 phone calls in a day, right? 5 minutes each. You do the math. And somebody out there is going to say, well, yeah, that's what you should do because you sold those guys a system. No. Out of them 20 phone calls, probably 19 or 20 of them were empty tanks. It blew a fuse. It's blowing a fuse because you're doing something wonky. You've got it spooled up funny on the hose reel and you're not rolling all your hose off. Guys aren't charging their batteries. We find out that. They just haven't charged the battery in weeks. Weird stuff, okay, that's up to you as the end user to fix. You can't call Ford every time you run out of gas and expect Ford to pick up the phone and be like, well, you put some gas back in it.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully this helps, okay? It's going to help us keep our sanity. The only other option at this point is for me to shut the doors on this place, put a logging chain around it, and go to the beach and sit there and just stare at the ocean because we're going to lose our minds trying to help people refill soap tanks. Man, these batteries don't work. I ain't listening to that prompt. I'm not going to watch your video. You're going to, or you're going to be sitting there in the field not making money. The onus is on you, okay? You got to run your business. All right? Anything to add?
No.
We ain't trying to be no kind of way about it.
This is what it is.
It is what it is. We can't help you. We can't do it. If y'all got to go pee-pee, you got to unzip your own pants, walk up the bathroom, and take a leak. Don't call us for that. We'll see you later.